Hey you guys, what's up? This is the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video. In this particular video, I want to give you guys pretty much a rundown or I guess a review of one of my favorite mangas that pretty much really is, in my opinion, really underrated. So this is an underrated manga review of, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm just going to go by the, what is it, English name for it, The Planet of the Beast King. So let me try to just give you guys a basic summary of what this show or series is about as far as manga goes. All right, so this is pretty much the future, really. All right, so years ago, no, years from now, apparently, I guess thousands or hundreds of years, apparently, the Earth has pretty much, I guess, said, hey, let's do some exploration. And they've decided to go out and explore different star systems and everything. And they found a star system which they found to be pretty, or what they think is hospitable. So they make a space colony, the space colony of Juno, which is pretty much a it's on a planet, but it's kind of like the planet's been terraformed so that it is able to, I guess, uh, have life on the planet. But the story takes place around these two twins, or more or less one of them, Thor and Rai. So the thing is, they start off the storyline and they're talking about different things. Pretty much, I guess, the basic synopsis of Juno, how people don't really live past 20, and how they really have to achieve their goals and stuff before pretty much their time runs out. Because on this planet, pretty much nobody lives past the age of 20 without something called lifeguards, which, yeah, I know, ironic, lifeguards, which pretty much, I guess, I don't know if the human bodies are weaker because of something, but these lifeguards pretty much protect them and make them pretty much live a little bit longer to about the age of 60, somewhere around there. And so, pretty much what winds up happening is, they're going back to their house and they find out that their parents have been killed. Now, this isn't exactly a spoiler because you're going to find out that's the main part of the storyline. It's supposed to happen. It's the main reason all the other events in the story happens. Okay, so the parents are killed, pretty much assassinated or something, because their parents are like some high class, I guess, scientist or something like that on Juno. Well, you don't exactly know why they were killed until like towards the end of the series. And Rai and Thor are sent to this planet called Chimera, which is pretty much classified information. Nobody exactly knows what Chimera is or where it is. But they find out that Chimera is pretty much the equivalent of the death sentence because nobody who goes to Chimera pretty much survives, or that's at least what they think. So they land on Chimera and only armed with a beam knife and some kind of sap stuff that'll protect them from a plant. And they get dropped on this planet and they're hunted down like almost as soon as they get there. And the guy who pretty much, I guess, saves them is the guy who's the head of this thing called a Yato nest, which is kind of like younger kids on the planet because they're you'll find out. I'm trying not to go too much into detail, but Zagi, the guy who's the head of the Yato nest, he explains to them the situation of where they are. Um, the planet is divided up into different rings divided by skin color, which Thor says is primitive, and it really is. It tells them that it's divided by skin color. There's the ochre ring, the noir ring, the what else? The blanc ring, and the sun ring. The sun ring is pretty much where most of the females are because they are separated. And I figured, hey, if this is pretty much a law of the planet, you have to follow it, um, and everything. Females are divided up into pretty much their own place, and there's a month of mating, and pretty much where the females choose a male. The females have pretty much, I guess, the absolute choice. If they choose you as their mate, you don't have a decision. You automatically get chosen. And pretty much, this place is the exact being of survival of the fittest. I've witnessed many times throughout this series. I don't even know how many times really. How many times that there are different kinds of plants that kill people, uh, carnivorous plants. How many times people have tried to kill the person in charge uh, of each ring because they're called the top. The top has the second and the third, the people below him who help him out and everything. Person can people can challenge the top, and if they win, they become the new top. And pretty much people have been killed over that position, and a lot of stuff just happens. I mean, and a lot of things I really want to say is pretty much the character of Thor. Now, if you're asking why is his name Thor, they never explained. His name pretty much plays no significance to his role of his character. There's also Midgar, Loki, and all this other stuff. They didn't explain what significance it played, by the way. So, yeah. But Thor, he is pretty much the protagonist of the series. And when they say, he reaches a position in the story to gain authority, and he pretty much does play it out the way it's supposed to be played out. And there are so many things that have been covered up. He finds out the reason why his parents were killed, why he's on the planet, about who he truly is, his DNA, survival. This is the manga or anime, whichever one you decide to pick. It is the definition of survival of the fittest. Do what it takes to survive. Trust no one but yourself. Of course, there's a few alliances and all that stuff, but pretty much for the most part, it's survival of the fittest. Trust no one but yourself. No one. Because it seems like everyone on this planet has some kind of hidden agenda or knows something that you don't know and that could kill you. You remember that phrase that says, what you don't know won't kill you? Well, on Chimera, it's the exact opposite. What you don't know will kill you. But as far as like ratings for this manga, I would at least give it an 8. Um, Mostly because there were some parts in the series that made kind of no sense. I mean, the one thing that I didn't really understand was they kind of gave away like the not gave away, but they kind of like just threw all the information in our face, kind of the same way that Thor got the information. They never really uh, did like a stair step kind of thing, like one thing leading to the next thing, and then you can kind of infer what's going to happen here. I mean, you can kind of say that's a good thing. You don't expect what's going to happen, but at the same time, they throw everything in your face, expecting you to believe it and understand it, which I didn't like. I'm sorry, but I didn't like it. But other than that, I do respect the whole idea that they had for the ending, and I think the ending was pretty good, aside from the fact of them shoving all the information in your face. So, would I recommend Jyu-Oh-Sei or Planet of the Beast King? Heck yeah! If you're looking for something that has top of the line, well, I would definitely say top of the line sci-fi action, uh, unexpected twists and turns. You're talking about survival of the fittest, and you've never seen anything like that before. This is the manga or anime that you want to check out. Nothing more can pretty much sum up the idea of survival of the fittest better than this series. So, with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out saying never doubt your capabilities because you never know what you might be able to do. Check out Planet of the Beast King, definitely worth reading. 3 volumes, very thick volumes, 300 pages each. Yeah, I think so. So, I catch you later, and whatever it may be happening that I decide to do. Later.